putting on, and then the PTSD that came with it. So my heart goes out to our military. They are the true warriors of this nation, and this benefit. It's of course it's a book signing because the Push Through It story, which is a Seth Hanchey story, has so much in there of tools and then things of how to just overcome. And we want to help them. And the benefit that night is going to benefit our military, our vets, actually.
Well, let's touch on and listening to it now. Here in the studio, we have Seth Hanchey, and we're looking at a gold medal Olympian.
Yeah.
Explain that because, again, and I say this to say because I don't mean to minimalize whomever's listening and/or watching. What you're facing in your life is very real, but it can be overcome provided a little bit of perseverance, and leaving room for people as well as God to help out. Olympian. What kind of Olympian are we looking at here?
Seth actually went on to victims have that they deal with. They know what they want to say. They cannot execute it. So people assume they're stupid or not all there. And so it just went into this progression because strength you didn't know you did not know you had. Um, and I just started researching and getting him out of the box therapies. And it wound up being the Special Olympics, became very instrumental, and they are definitely have a passion of ours. The one quitting lasts forever.
We mean also. If
Right.
there's something just, and again, I see what I mean, because I'm looking at Seth. He may not be able to put together a sentence of adjectives, words, verbs, etc., but he can communicate.
He can. He actually developed his own methods of communication many years ago, probably 10 years ago. He has this language he has, and I'll let him talk like that. You'll be very interested. But we have this huge TikTok following because people are so intrigued by his confidence level. And a lot of people with the apraxia and aphasia and our veterans, they just kind of give up on life. They stop altogether. And because he began to find methods of communication that were not conventional, he'll go in and order food, and I was like, dude, they'll think you're foreign, just go with it. And he began to, instead of going, oh, I'm disabled, or I do this, I can't do that, I can't do this. Well, gosh, society tells you enough things you can't do. We don't need you telling yourself that. What can you do? It might be one thing today. You might have a long-term goal like we did for Seth. Let's run a 5K. And I was like, dude, if you can't run this 5K, the year after he came home, I said, if you can't run the 5K, I've never ran one, but we're going to push that wheelchair around. He ran it, Rick. I believe goals and setting your mind. The thing is, your brain is a power machine. You got to tell it what to do. Don't let it lead you, and don't let other people tell you what you can and cannot do. You still have life in you and purpose, and there's something you can do, something. And that's where you find your meaning in life, is by giving what you need.
We're talking with Kimber, Hanchey, Ogden, Seth Hanchey in the studio. We got the Facebook Live going. We have the broadcast going. We're going to get off the broadcast, continue with the Facebook here, but I want Seth to get him closer to the microphone, and I want you to talk to the audience, answer the following question here, Seth, and communicate with them up to the microphone.
Here, come over here.
All
to
right,
this
Seth,
mic,
you
right
talk
here.
to somebody right now.
Right here.
Who's listening.
Right
There you go. Mr.
Let's
Ham
replace
on the
this
mic.
for a second.
Tell them that they can push through it because you, of all people, know that, today's not a good day, but do something to make it a good day. Talk to them right now.
Like, how would you
Unten
do?
man. Unten man. Against up man.
It's in the mind.
Unten God. All God. Yeah.
I'm looking in his eyes; they radiate. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they do.
And so,
They do.
awesome. So it can be done. You're living proof
Yeah.
of it. Do you get letters from people who explain their situation and said, "Boy, it was so dark. It was so hopeless. But I've met you. I've seen you. I've read about you. You've given me hope." Do you get them?
Yes.
which one comes to your mind first? They says, you know what? I remember her, and it could be from any state or any country. Does one come to your mind?
Chin talk. Man.
The, is it the girl on TikTok?
Hey.
Oh, TikTok. You reached her through TikTok.
Yeah.
We have a huge TikTok following.
Okay.
It's like almost 700,000 followers in 2
Yeah.
years,
All right.
and
Well, she inspired you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like inspiration is contagious.
Man.
it really is.
No, hope.
Hope.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get back to the music here on the station.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll continue that here.
Yeah. Hey.
Again,
Yeah. All God. Pray for all.
well,
God.
you say all God,
Yeah.
and I believe you.
Yeah.
But I like the Quakers. They got this phrase: "When you pray, move your feet."
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Faith
You know,
without
so-
words.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
so
right.
yeah, a little bit. Anyway, but all right, hang out. Let's get back to the music here on the Q. It is 8:39. All right, so
Cool.
we
Yes.
are live right now. We're still streaming, and what did you want to say?
I was going to tell
Get
you.
a little
it's-
closer. Now that's
Oh, okay, gotcha.
that's the mic, the little one up there.
So we've had several stories that stick out to me, and we have had a military wife reach out that told us her husband and his
Yeah.
guys. He has a brain injury. He was in Kuwait, and he actually found Seth's story, and it was on TikTok.
Cool.
Found it on TikTok, and he was so inspired to push through it that he wanted to send Seth a challenge coin, a special challenge coin from over there. Also, a flag that they flew over
Yeah.
that military base, and all of his men that were in his platoon, they actually watched Seth's story as well. And then the second one that really sticks out to me is a 6-year-old young boy who has aphasia and apraxia, which is what Seth has. He had never spoken, Rick. Never
really?
spoken. Saw Seth's TikTok with his mom. She showed him Seth's story and a bunch of his silly videos of him ordering food and all of this stuff. This kid wanted to make a video of him reading a book to Seth he had never read before, never tried, would not, because they don't want to speak, because it's not coming out right. And so, and they can't correct it because here it's just like all
Yeah.
of these wires
Right,
jumbled up.
Right.
And he sent a video of him reading, and that was, man, that's awesome.
Where can people see that video? That's got to be inspirational. Have you link that up to you? Do you have a website page?
We have it on TikTok. Didn't we share it, like, duetted or something? They duetted him on their page. So it's TikTok's not like Facebook. It's a little bit different.
Right,
So
right.
you don't share, you duet.
I mean, but
And they
that's-
duetted Seth and said he
What word
wanted
are
you to
using?
hear
A
it.
duetted? I mean, that's
Duetted. Yeah.
I'm not TikTok either, but
I know.
Well, that's really encouraging. And
Yeah.
one more thing. By the way, it is Wednesday, Lincoln Parish Museum.
Yes.
There's a military flavor to it, so it's not the military museum, the North Central Louisiana Military Museum. It's the Lincoln Parish Museum,
Mm-hmm.
6 o'clock, totally free. Please come. As mentioned, it's going to be a book signing, presentation, and obviously question and answer. And that's
Yes. Yes.
that's when it really takes off with questions and answers.
Yeah, we love to do that.
And so, what component will the military come in? I mean, is somebody going to be there?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we've got representation there. We've got our vets are coming. Of course, active vet. There's going to be some active vet.
Right.
My son Joshua Ogden, he's actually a Marine, and he's going to be there. We've Delta vets, Delta veterans are going to
Right.
be there. That's a really great organization, by the
I
way.
know.
They have all of the resources, and that is one of the things that was so frustrating with just the brain injury part, not the veteran part, but the brain injury, is we couldn't find resources. There was not one place to go, and it was like doing this scavenger hunt and trying to find just pieces of something to lead us in the right direction.
Well, one of the beauties of living in this day and age, in the past, when somebody was a major affliction an accident, soldiers coming home, they're alone and isolated, and they think it's only them.
Right.
But with the advent here of social media and TikTok, now we find out we're not alone, and A is helping B is helping C is in
Yeah.
D, and so this is why hopefully this message will encourage whomever to speak up, to reach out, to ask for help, and it's there. There's
Yeah.
help and hope, obviously, and that's
Absolutely.
what this message is.
Absolutely.
One more thing before we close this. Come Wednesday, 609 North Vienna, Lincoln Parish Museum for more. But we have the physical, and we also have that which you can see, which is Seth's side of his head, that which you can't see, the PTSD. And then we also have these
Absolutely.
other voices in the head that do the speaking. So
Yes.
as we wrap this up,
Yeah.
how can we help somebody who's watching this to say, you got those voices, you're not crazy, they're there, we all have them, it's time to tell them to sit down,
Yes.
I'm going to rise up and work through it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is one of the things, the PTSD, man, that's a real deal. And it's hidden.
real.
It's hidden. Depression comes from that. Anxiety, night terrors, all of this stuff where people just kind of give up and sit in their house and just give up on life. One of the things that I have learned, and that Seth is even, he will tell you the same thing, is the battle is in your mind. And yeah, hey, please get therapy. Guys, don't do this alone. You don't have to fight this battle alone. You didn't fight it alone out when you were in the field, but you're still not alone here. You may feel like it because see, PTSD and depression, they make you feel like you're the only person on an island and you are just resided to die. Give up on everything, dreams, hopes, your relationships. The PTSD part, I will say, of course, therapy, yes, but also change your atmosphere. You've got to get out of your house, get some sunshine, go walking. I know it sounds simple,
Well,
but let me tell you, it is the deal when you do all of that collectively, and then get involved. Go get involved with some group. There's so many veteran groups that are amazing, whether it's, whatever they're doing. There's so many, but you've got to have community or you will die at that question mark of why did this happen and become bitter.
Yeah.
and don't minimalize your efforts.
Absolutely.
And it's one small step. And
Yes.
I'm not trying to be patronistic, if that's the word, but, and if I could use from Johnny Cash song, one piece at a time.
Right.
Yeah.
One piece, one pace at a time.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, we're going to kill this stream. We're looking forward to seeing you and whomever. By the way, please pass this around so that the more we'll know, the more maybe we can help.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Anything closing?
We
before?
want to see our veterans. We want to give you guys hugs and just encourage you. And Seth does love to pray for people, as Rick knows. And his prayers they
Before
are
and after.
powerful. Yeah. But the thing I will say is get out, get yourself back to life. And man, you're not alone.
One
You're
set
not
mind.
alone. Yeah.
All right, so there you have it. See you Wednesday, Lincoln Parish Museum, 6 p.m., 6 till 8, totally free
Yes.
for you, your family, and your friends. Thank you all so much for coming in. We'll see you
Oh,
Wednesday.
thank you, Rick.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
That's done. Let me see, are we still in here? Okay. Playing radio without sound, that's a whole trip.
Still TikTok.
Oh, we're still TikTok?